Good evening, young time travelers. Welcome to Bedtime Time Travels, the podcast where we journey through the past to explore the incredible lives of extraordinary people. Tonight, we're traveling back to the 17th century to meet a giant in the world of science, Sir Isaac Newton, a man whose curiosity and intellect have shaped our understanding of the universe. If you are intrigued by the wonders of science or have brilliant ideas for future episodes, please visit our website to find out how you can get involved, suggest stories, or simply support our show. Now, back to our story. Isaac Newton was born on January the 4th, 1643 in Woolsthorpe, England. From a young age, Newton showed an extraordinary interest in creating things, building sundials and windmills as a young boy. His early education fueled his curiosity, and soon he found himself at the University of Cambridge, where he would begin his groundbreaking work. Newton's contributions to science are monumental. He's perhaps best known for his law of universal gravitation and the three laws of motion. The story goes that he was inspired to formulate his theory of gravity by watching an apple fall from a tree, a simple observation that led to a revolutionary understanding of the fundamental forces of nature. Did you know that Sir Isaac Newton helps us understand some important rules about how things move and work, like toys and even planets? Well, there are also some special rules called the laws of thermodynamics that explain how heat and energy work. Let's imagine these rules as fun ideas. The first law: energy is like toy blocks. Just like your toy blocks, energy can't just appear out of nowhere or disappear into thin air. If you have 10 blocks, you still have 10 even if you rearrange them. Energy is just like that. It doesn't go away or come from nothing. It just changes from one form to another, like from sunlight to warmth. Newton's second law: rooms get messy, not tidy. Think about how your room gets messy. Toys don't put themselves away. They spread out unless you put them back. Energy likes to spread out too. Heat moves from warm things to cool things, like when your warm cookie cools down on the kitchen table. The third law: you can never get absolutely completely cold. Have you noticed how even in winter it's never completely totally cold? There's always a little warmth somewhere. This rule says that there's always a tiny bit of warmth in things, no matter how cold they seem. Sir Isaac Newton's laws are like magic keys that help us understand why things move and change, from toy cars to big stars in the sky. Now, let's talk about another really interesting thing that Sir Isaac Newton discovered, and that's gravity. Have you ever wondered why when you jump, you always come back down to the ground instead of floating away into the sky? That's because of gravity. Gravity is like an invisible force that pulls things towards the ground. It's what keeps us on the earth and stops us from floating off into space. Newton figured out this invisible force when he saw the apple fall from the tree. He wondered why the apple came straight down and not up or sideways. This made him think that there must be a force pulling it down, and that's how he started thinking about gravity. So thanks to Newton, we now know why we don't float away like balloons when we jump up. In addition to his work in physics, Newton made significant contributions to mathematics, developing the field of calculus, though he called it fluxions. His work in mathematics and optics, where he used a prism to split white light into the colors of the rainbow, further cemented his reputation as a polymath, a person whose expertise span across multiple fields. Newton's life was not just about scientific discovery. He was also an introspective man, often spending time in deep thought and contemplation. He held the position of Lucasian Professor of Mathematics at Cambridge, and was later appointed Warden and Master of the Royal Mint, the place where money are made, where he applied his analytical skills to improving England's currency. As you drift off to sleep tonight, imagine the world through Newton's curious eyes, filled with wonder at every falling apple and every ray of light. Let his story inspire you to question, explore, and discover the magic in the world around you. Good night, young time travelers. May your dreams be as boundless as Newton's quest for knowledge, and may you wake up with a mind eager to learn and a heart full of curiosity.